Okay, Chelsea, I am going back to giving you a pick with the vaguest idea of what we're going to be talking about in each of the articles.
I love that for us.
One is Epstein adjacent.
Uh-huh.
One is fascism adjacent. And one is AI adjacent.
All of them seem pretty depressing. I'm going to go with AI and hope that it is about robots.
Okay. Well, I will tell you that the Epstein one was probably the least depressing, but
really,
that one's on the New York Post, so I don't really want to support it either.
Okay, well, fuck them.
Okay, and the depressing news coming out of the AI world right now, from elpais, elpais.com, written by Manuel Pascual. On June 3rd, 2026, article title, AI will consume as much water in 2030 as 1.3 billion people.
That's insane.
By 2030, water consumption linked to the use of artificial intelligence will be equivalent to that of 1.3 billion people in sub-Saharan Africa, while it will require nearly 3 times the annual energy consumption of Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nigeria, countries with a combined population of 650 million people.
And water shortages, no?
Yeah, I think these are just like comparisons of these people live on such little amounts that it's easy to compare how far things can go.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually mean that's where it's going.
Okay.
Just the comparison. In terms of carbon emissions, these could reach 400 million tons of CO2 equivalent comparable to the United Kingdom's total emissions. The operation of AI will require 14,500 kilometers of land, including infrastructure and supply chains, twice the size of the Jakarta metropolitan area, a megacity with more than 32 million inhabitants, or 10 times that of Mexico City. These are some of the figures cited by the author of a report published this Wednesday by the United Nations University Institute for Water, Environment, and Health. In addition to these projections based on conservation growth estimates, the report also contains striking data about the current situation. If the data centers powering AI were a country, their present electrical consumption, 448 terawatt hours, would be on par with that of France. So if AI was its own country, it would have the energy equivalent of France.
That's fucked.
The institution had previously published reports warning about the carbon emissions associated with the growing use of AI. On this occasion, researchers have also taken into account the energy and water consumed by the data centers that power AI. In the case of water, this includes both cooling systems and electricity generation. Quote, "This report is not a case against artificial intelligence." What? End quote. Said Professor Kevin Madani, the director of UNUINWEH, which is a terrible acronym. That's the Institute of Water and Environmental Health. Quote, "It is a call for using it responsibly and addressing its unintended impact proactively to make it sustainable and equitable. We have a narrow window to ensure that the backbone of the technological revolution of our era develops within planetary limits." The report is an important and timely reminder that AI is not limited to models and algorithms, but also has a real physical and environmental impact determined by data centers, power systems, water supply systems, land use, and hardware supply chains. End quote. And I should have said there was a break in the quote because this is a different person who said that. I did not expect that. Said Xiaolei Ren, professor of computational engineering at the University of California, Riverside, and an AI sustainability specialist who did not participate in the study.
An AI sustainability specialist.
Yeah.
Huh.
I did not know that was a thing, and I don't think it was a thing 5 years ago.
Nope.
The authors of the report highlight several key messages. One of them is that environmental costs of AI is being systematically underestimated. Most analyses published so far focus on the carbon emissions associated with training the models, the stage before their release, in which tens of hundreds of millions of parameters are processed day and night over several weeks using massive data sets. Quote, "Every kilowatt hour of electricity used to train or run an AI model carries environmental footprints, including carbon footprint from the generation mix, a water footprint from electricity production and cooling, and a land footprint for energy infrastructure, reservoirs, and fuel extraction. The carbon footprint can vary up to 70% if, for example, coal is replaced by bioenergy as the source of electricity powering AI. However, this would in turn increase the water footprint 30-fold and the land footprint 100-fold. The complexity of managed AI's environmental impact is therefore extremely high. Low emissions do not equate to lower water consumption or low land use. Assessing AI's environmental impact using a single metric can obscure its harmful effects and shift them to other regions. Quote, if we keep judging AI's sustainability by carbon alone, we might think that renewables make AI infrastructure clean, but that is solving only one problem while creating other problems, often in places that didn't ask for it, end quote, explained Miriam Axel, the study's lead author. The report also draws another interesting conclusion. Until recently, the prevailing consensus was that most of the energy consumption associated with the AI model occurred during the training. Did I not just read that? That's okay, I'll keep going.
I don't know.
Associated with an AI model occurred during the training phase. That is before it's used by the public. However, Axel's team's data challenge this view. Inference, the computations carried out every time a user submits a query so the model can respond, account for the dominant share between 80 and 90% of total consumption. The success of these tools used by hundreds of millions of people every day has reversed the balance. Researchers also assess the energy consumption linked to different uses of AI. A standard conversation with a chatbot, such as ChatGPT or Gemini, uses 200 times more energy than a basic AI function like classifying suspicious emails into spam. Interesting.
Yeah.
Using it as a baseline, generating synthetic images consumes 1,400 times more, while a short video can require 200,000 times more energy. This is one of the most comprehensive technical reports on the environmental impact of current AI systems. But the conclusion focuses on the impact of GPT-4, which is a model from more than 3 years ago. And 3 years in the AI sector isn't an eternity, said Alex Hernandez, as a researcher at the Quebec AI Institute, led by Joshua Bengio at the University of Montreal, who did not take part in the study. That the report's conclusions are based on data from older models, Hernandez says, speaks to the sector's lack of transparency. Quote, the main limitation of the study is the difficulty of obtaining concrete data on the consumption of current systems, end quote, he added. That's probably far enough. There is a bit more to the article. We'll link it in the description so you can read it.
Well,
but that is crazy. And one of those things too, like it's not just water they're talking about, but like when they're using the water, it is water that we had to treat to make usable by humans, like us, the first world people who enjoy very clean water.
No, I'm not happy with that article at all. It is infuriating with something that we don't even need that is ruining future generations, in my opinion, because so many people are relying on it and using it instead of thinking for themselves. And I think a part of humanity and its creativity and our ability to think is something that is so beautiful about humanity. And we're just like doing this.
Yeah, and like the AI just sucks up to you. It's just sucking up to you. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
And yes, disclaimer, all of our images are generated by AI. That is just something. We're not good enough at art, nor rich enough to hire someone to do the art we want made. But it is what it is. If that were to go away, I would be perfectly okay with just not putting art up.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't like it. And the best case scenario for AI, like, the thing that they're pushing for is it takes everybody's jobs.
Yeah, it takes away...
And there doesn't seem to be any plan to what to do with it at that point.
And it takes away our ability to think. And when, like, new generations coming have this as a tool, you don't even know how that's going to impact society in the future.
Younger generations aren't using it as much as us.
Really?
Sorry, I shouldn't say us, as the older generations. Yeah. You should see the backlashes at universities right now.
Well,
they are pissed with the job prospects that AI have left them with.
A lot of Facebook, the people still using Facebook are boomers.
Yeah.
And a lot of, like, our generation, younger generations are moving away from Facebook. So actually, now that you say that, I believe that. But I think it's taking so much away from humanity, from the earth. And I think that it's not something that people necessarily know the implications for because it's not right in front of their face, which can be said for a lot of what's happening with climate change.
Yeah. With that, though, you guys got 48 hours. Use this, like, go make a picture. I mean, it's fun. It's terrible for the environment. It's fun to make those pictures sometimes. I will say that. Go make the Bigfoot orca do some fun stuff. Although, man, it took me so many prompts to get it to make that genital picture. Okay, last time I'll mention that for a while.
What genital picture? I haven't even seen
The
it
Bigfoot
yet.
one that has come out. Not at this point in us recording it, but it'll be out on a previous episode.
Oh, it will. I have a fun fact,
Yeah.
though, to help us recover from this. The website that you so beautifully said the name of?
El Pays?
Yeah. El País means the country in Spanish.
Oh.
And now I've just
Oh, okay.
imparted some beautiful Spanish into everybody's Wednesday.
Look at that.
So I thought
Oh,
I'd leave
anyhow.
you with that.
Bye.
Bye.